Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Oh, hey, look, it's Z-Man.
You suck.
Oh, hey, look, it's Bane. Oh, hey, look, it's Red Venom. Oh, hey, look, it's the Shredder. Oh, hey, look, it's Red Darth Vader. Sup?
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at my very first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figure ever. And it's from the Lightning Collection. It's Lord Zedd. Now, this is not a series I really thought I was going to pick up, but I had some people on my channel that had asked me to review these figures. This series is not my generation. This is... oh Lord, I want to say I was in high school when Power Rangers first came out, and I never got into it, never liked it, never watched it, but it's an interesting concept. It always has been. And this was by far the coolest looking figure on the shelf. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Lord Zedd, or just Zedd, in the packaging, and if you don't know what this series is, Hasbro has somehow pulled the licensing of the Power Rangers away from Bandai, and they're basically giving it the Marvel Legends or Star Wars Black Series treatment, which is pretty cool. I mean, good for the Power Rangers fans. You know, I gotta say, just by looking at it, it really does remind me of a Marvel Legends in a Black Series style box, really. I was looking at this guy. He was definitely one I was really thinking about picking up to just do a review on, because I think it looks cool. They've also got the White Ranger, which also looks very cool. So if this guy impresses me enough, I may go ahead and do some more reviews. If you would like to see more reviews on this line, definitely leave a comment below. Jump over to my Facebook page. Let me know there if the fan base is there for it. Now, Zedd is, I want to say this is a season 2 or 3 villain. He was after Rita Repulsa, or Repulsive, or whatever her name is. I remember them teaming up. I remember him being by himself, just from the clippets of episodes I've seen in passing. And I'm definitely digging this box scheme. I like the artwork wraparound right there. Very cool, very manga looking. It's got Power Rangers in a nice black logo down there. We got Zedd in there with all of his accessories. Side of the package has more artwork of Zedd. We get a nice wash out of the Power Rangers logo up there. Top of the box really doesn't have anything on it, neither does the bottom. So just kind of a close-up. Here it is. He looks cool. I will give it that for sure. Definitely digging it. Love this wraparound artwork. I think that is really, really slick. And then here is the side of the package. Basically the same artwork. Back of the box right here. You know, this is a little very bland to me. I'd at least like a write-up or something right here. We get the Zedd, some artwork, and then we get the Power Rangers lightning bolt because, well, it's the Lightning series. So yeah, just kind of a close-up. There he is, looking all Zeddy. Every time I think of Zedd, I think of Pulp Fiction, which is kind of funny. But that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of box and see what we think. So here we have Zedd out of the packaging, and you know, I have to say, for not being a Power Ranger fan, this is a very good action figure. I will say that this has every earmark of a Marvel Legends figure, and a good Legends figure at that. Now, that being said, there are a couple very minor tweaks, I would say, about this, I guess gripes. But I don't know if I would call them gripes because, well, I'm not a big Power Ranger enthusiast, but in researching this figure and character, I did notice a couple things. Number one, the silver paint on here I do like, and it looks good. However, if you go back and look at the character from the show, this is a very shiny chrome color, which I understand why we didn't get that kind of thing on here. So a good customizer can get one of those chrome pins and apply it and get that real nice sheen going on. Especially with the staff. I mean, it's just this, flat gray color, which is, it's pretty typical with Hasbro, but a little bit disappointing. The other thing I thought was strange was the fingertips on the figure. He comes with a lot of hands, by the way, but the fingertips are not silver. If you go back and look at the actual character from the show, he's got silver fingertips. Again, not hard for a customizer to fix, but you shouldn't have to for $20. Now, that being said, he does come with some nice accessories. He's got this lightning effect, which I swear we've gotten in a Marvel Legends figure. I'm pretty sure we got this as a blast effect to something. You can basically wrap this around the Z right here to get some nice lightning effects around it. If I can actually get this on here. I've been messing with this thing all day, and now it doesn't want to. There we go. There he is. So you can get some really nice lightning effects if I can, there we go, get that down there. So that's nice. I like that. And then he comes with 2 additional hands. He comes with an open hand for the right, so if you want to take the staff holding hand out, you can put that in there. And then he comes with a punching fist right there for his left hand. And then he comes with this little thing, which looks like a thermal detonator. And I want to say, I think I heard somebody call this a glow grenade. Apparently he throws these and hits his monsters that he's having attack the Power Rangers, and they start glowing, and I'm guessing they get more powerful. But he does hold it in his hand, which is very cool. I will go ahead and plug that sucker in like that. So he does hold it, which is very nice. The only problem I've got with it is that it falls out pretty easy. I dropped the thing in my living room and thought I'd lost that little grenade, which really kind of scared me. I love this look. This is probably the way I'm going to pose it on the shelf, but I almost wish that grenade was molded into the hand. Almost, because it is cool that it is a separate piece. Alright, so looking, that's it for the little accessories. Let's take these out of his hands and look at the articulation on the figure itself. Again, very Marvel Legends-like. His head looks down about that far. It looks up pretty good. It moves back and forth. He's got an ab crunch that looks down about that far. It looks up about that far back, but these tubes kind of hamper it a little bit. If you lift these legs up, they do work a little bit better. His arms come out like that. They do twist around. There is, again, hamperage because of the tubes. He's got a double jointed elbow. His fists do spin, and they are in a hinge, just like a Marvel Legend. There is a diaphragm joint up here, nothing at the waist. His legs kick up that far. They kick hardly back at all. There is a twist at the upper leg, but it's very, very stiff. He's got a nice double jointed knee right there, which is very, very cool. The feet themselves are on a hinge joint. They do twist, and they've got that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being his widest possible stance, with both feet still flat on the floor. Now, the one thing I will say about the figure with the tubes, I love the tubes, but they're very, very rubbery and very soft. They connect at the wrist. They also connect underneath this breastplate, which is also a very soft rubber. And then they connect down at the knee here and then come down from here to the ankles. And then we got some more soft rubber bits around the ankles and the knees. It is cool, but I got a feeling those are going to get ripped off by kids a lot. And the joints on the figure are a little bit loose. It hasn't hampered the figure as far as posability, but I can see those breaking down as play goes on and posing goes on over the years. So taking a closer look at the sculpt itself, I mean, this is really a gorgeous looking figure. I love the little brain kind of at the top of the head, the big Z piece hanging off the front there at the top of his crown. He's got that metallic visor and those kind of teethy mouthpiece that looks nice. All the detail around, it's kind of got all that texture. And again, it's painted silver, which is nice, but it's not chromy enough for me. He's kind of got this spine going down the back, which is nice. All the detail in his body there looks good. The kind of faded maroon color he's got going on there really does capture the look of the villain from the show, which is nice, and well, it makes him very appealing for a toy collector. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, I love the sculpt. I love the paintwork. All the silver paint apps across the body looks good. He's got his little grenade thing. The tubes are fantastic. They're a translucent blue, and I like how they look. I just fear they're going to fall off over time. His little Z-staff looks accurate, and I do like it, the design. It's just that it's a very, very plain gray compared to everything else. But the detail on the back looks good. I mean, all the silver paint app everywhere, and these little shorts and spine, and all the pieces around the arm. And he's got a very, I don't know, he almost looks like he's skinless, and it's just nothing but raw muscle, which is kind of gruesome and gross and cool all at the same time. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, great sculpt. Love the kind of that muscle look on his body. The paint app is nice. We get some nice black wash in there. All the silver pieces around kind of this exoskeleton looks really cool. Again, the tubes, very, very nice. It doesn't hamper much of the articulation at all unless you want him to look all the way back up. I will say, again, the tubes frighten me in the fact that they could rip off pretty easy. Also, the joints on the figure just aren't very strong, and I've noticed that with a few other collectors, but it doesn't hamper the posability as of right now. I just wonder how that's going to hold up over time. For comparison, here we have Lord Zedd next to a Marvel Legends figure that's also pretty new and has some tubes. It's Weapon X. And as I've said before, the sculpt and design on this figure is every bit as good as a Marvel Legends. And if you didn't know he was from the Power Rangers, he could easily slip into the villainy of a Marvel Legends shelf, which I do like because, you know, like I said, Power Rangers are not my thing, but I'm definitely digging this figure. So is Lord Zedd from the Lightning series from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers something you want in your toy collection? Well, if you're a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan, this is probably the series you've been waiting for. I've looked at some of the Bandai figures, and they are either hit or miss, really. Some of the Classics figures looked really, really cool, and I was tempted to review them. But again, it was a big pass for me because I'm just not a Power Rangers fan. I had a lot of people that wanted me to take a look at the series, especially since it was coming from the people who gave us, you know, Marvel Legends and Star Wars The Black Series. And you know what? I've got to say this is as good a quality as both of those lines, and to be, you know, honest about it, I think Power Rangers toys are finally going to get the respect that they do need, because it is a very huge fan base, and it's a very popular, you know, brand. And, you know, I like seeing something that a lot of people like get some good quality action figures out of it, and this definitely is it. Even if you're not a huge Power Rangers fan, this particular figure is still pretty badass. So there he is, Lord Zedd from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning series by Hasbro.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.